All right, we are going live on Facebook as we speak right now. Let me get us also active on Facebook. Bear with me just one quick moment if you are already. Welcome to the brand new Cord Cutting Q&A show at a new time today. All right, that's not what I meant to click. That's very weird. Let me see here if I can get everywhere live. Minor technical difficulties at the launch here. I do apologize. All right, we are live on Facebook. Now, let me hit share. All right. Well, I hope everybody's having a absolutely beautifully great day. It's been quite an active one here at Cord Cutters News. We've had quite a bit of cord cutting news. All right. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Rosie, Doug. It's good to see you all here. And let me see here. All right, let's get this live. So I hope everybody had a great day. Post your questions right down at the bottom, and we will do our best to answer all of them as quickly as we can. Kenneth, welcome. It's good to see you here. All right. Bill, Nick, Kathy, and everybody, it's great to see you. There we go. I just got to get the link to the YouTube page posted, and for some reason it's just not wanting to give that to me. There's a back way to do this. There's always something that goes wrong with this, but hey, if you have any questions, let me know. We'll do our best to answer them. Tons of things happening right now in the world of cord cutting, and hopefully we can answer all of them for you. So keep them coming in while if you're early. Now it's time to get them. Charles says he's been bugging Amazon to get a live channel like QVC. You know, you can watch QVC and those others free over the air if you're looking for that. Laura, thank you for the kind words. I'm happy to hear you love the group. Hopefully we can help you. Jim, welcome. All right, there I am. Hey. Oh, that was unnecessarily difficult to find. So, let's share this on Twitter and everywhere. All right, hey, that was a pain. There's always something that goes wrong. So I really apologize about that. That should have taken like 30 seconds like it typically does, but today that took forever and a day to find it. Oh, sound's kind of low. Hey, how's this? Better sound? Have you ever heard or if anyone ever had success with cord cutting counseling business? I've heard a few people have done it. There's a few, I know there's a few out there. I'm not sure how successful they are. I always say how successful you are. It depends on how hard you work at that. So make sure to get out there. If you want to do it, just be aggressive. What is going on in England going to happen here with Cody? What is happening in England going to happen here with Cody? So what's happening in England is that the anti-piracy groups and so forth have really gone after Cody's illegal add-ons. Not the software itself, because that's perfectly legal, but the illegal third-party add-ons out there that people use to stream content for free, and that is less than legal. And they've passed a law that selling those devices can result in up to 10 years in prison. While there's no such laws in the U.S., Canada's been doing the same thing, and I expect the same thing to be happening in the United States sometime soon. Definitely been a lot of rumbles that there are efforts underway to target the people behind the apps and even maybe make some examples of people who are using third-party add-ons to illegally stream content. John asks jump back to Cody. So welcome to the US. Probably at some point there will be there will be attempts to cut back on piracy, just like there was against Napster and BitTorrent and everything else. They want you to pay for it, and if you're pirating, you always run a risk of facing legal actions. John asks, any idea when Hulu Live will be available on the Fire TV? No, they haven't said anything. They do say they intend to support it, and Hulu seems to do a pretty decent job of rolling out the apps across all platforms pretty quickly. What is the best cord-cutting live TV app? MB, that really depends on what you want. What's the best one for you? Maybe different from somebody else. If you're a Pac-12 fan, you're probably going to want Sling because they have the Pac-12 network. If you're a Big Ten fan, Sling's probably not the one for you because they don't have the Big Ten network. So there's really no one right answer there. So I would recommend they all offer a free trial. Try them out, see which one has the channels you want, which one fits your personal style. So the thing about cord cutting is there's no one solution that fits all. They're all different, all out there to answer different needs, I guess I would say. You watch a lot of sports, yeah, shop around. Pretty much all of them are doing a pretty good job on the sports markets. So see which one has what you want. Lori, welcome. Glad you made it here for the new time. PC Doctor, did I miss it? I have a trial of Amazon Prime. I was looking around at their movie service, and it seems like on their Amazon Fire TV, it looks like very confusing as to what's included with Prime, what's a different service. Has anyone gotten confused by this? Yes, Amazon doesn't do the best job at making it very clear. You can drill down a little bit to find out. They typically have a banner in the corner too that says Prime, but they could do a little bit better job making their Prime content more evident, that you know what's included with Prime and what's not. On their website, they do have a whole page that breaks out like this is all Prime. So Amazon.com, go to the video section and check out the Prime tab. So keep your comments coming, and we're almost at 12,000 Twitter followers. So if you're not following us on Twitter, please follow us at CoreCarsNews, twitter.com/CoreCarsNews. Would really appreciate the follow there so we can hit 12,000. At PlayStation View, seems like it doesn't support 5.1 audio. Is this correct? Do other services support it? Richard, I don't know of any live TV service that currently supports 5.1 audio. I'm sure that'll come at some point. Make sure to let them know that you want it. NHL hockey finals. NBC Sports, I believe, has that right, Robert? I think pretty much. I'm trying to think of a streaming service that does not have NBC Sports now, and I think they all have it. Hulu, Sling, PlayStation View. I think they all have NBC Sports at the moment. NB, I know there's been rumors that Amazon and Apple are in talks about having the Amazon app come to Apple TV. That's all rumor at the moment, not confirmed. Decent sources behind it, but just because they're in talks doesn't mean a deal will actually come together. PC Doctor says, I was told that Netflix has more movies compared to Netflix, so that's why I decided to check it out. Yes, you are correct that statistically Amazon has more movies than Netflix does. OHL, I'm not familiar with OHL channel, to be honest with you, Robert. Oh, Ontario Hockey League. Oh, I apologize. The Canadian version, I'm not sure about that. I wish I could answer that. Anybody here know how to watch the Canadian Hockey League as a cord cutter? Let me know, and I'll do my best to answer it. NB asks, have you tried the HD Home Run? Yes, I've tried the HD Home Run. It's not bad. I struggle with it for a few reasons. I'm not a fan of the fact that you have to hardwire it into your router. Often where you want your antenna is not where your router is. I like the Wi-Fi options because it allows you to put it anywhere in the house without having to worry about where your router is. You put it where your antenna is. I've also thought that it could be a little bit more user-friendly. So those are my two knocks on it. Sunday Ticket coming to YouTube. Probably not, Elliot. It's probably more likely just if we're going to see a Sunday Ticket come to a Cord Cutter, it's probably going to be on DirecTV now because AT&T owns DirecTV and they have their own streaming service. Boomerang, yes. Their new Wayne, the new Boomerang Classic Cartoon app is very nice, very cool if you're a classic cartoon fan. But you are correct, only Android and iOS for the moment. Hopefully, they'll do more. They've dropped a few hints that hey, we're working on adding more support there. So, fingers crossed that we'll hopefully get some more. What's your opinion on Sinclair buying Tribune? And the blow that will after locals for cord cutting service. John, so Sinclair, just so everybody know, is currently the largest local channel owner. They also own, with this deal, the Tennis Channel will be a part of it. I think one other cable network, and WGN America will be part of this deal. Tribune, which you're probably familiar with, like the Chicago Tribune paper, got in TV for a while, owned a decent number of Fox affiliates. And they're selling, and that'll bring Sinclair's total of local affiliates over, I think, 200, and give them over about 40% of the United States covered by Sinclair-owned channels, Fox affiliates, etc. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm kind of happy they bought it rather than Fox, to be honest with you, because I think that creates an interesting dynamic a little bit, that a local affiliate is big enough to kind of challenge the broadcast networks, so to maybe become more broadcast friendly. I don't know. Sinclair has been a pretty cord cutting friendly company in the past, so I'm hoping that in the future that they continue to be a cord cutting friendly company. But we honestly don't know. This deal needs to be approved by the FCC, and we don't even know if that's going to happen. So we're going to have to wait and see what Sinclair, the new owners behind a lot of Fox affiliates, do with that power. Hopefully they continue to be very cord cutting friendly. All right, call me. Have you come across any better DVR live TV software aside from Windows Media Center? Are you looking for like on a computer, or are you looking for like a device to be a DVR there? Because those are different recommendations. If you're looking for a device that's a DVR, I have one. If you're looking for software to put on a Windows PC to be a DVR, let me know and I'll answer that question, give you a better one there. How will net neutrality affect cord cutting? Rosie, cord cutting was around before net neutrality. It'll be around after it goes back. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of fear-mongering going around. I think a lot of people have overblown this. Let's just be honest. Scare tactics drive revenue. If I would put a scary, ominous title on a post, I would get a lot more views than a everything's good, everything's great kind of post. Don't get all worried about net neutrality. If anything, that just means that the government gets less control of the internet, and I'm kind of fine with less regulation of the internet, to be honest with you. But we don't know what the official, and let me end on this. The reason why I'm not being all doom and gloom is we don't know what the official proposal is. We know that a proposal is coming. We'll know soon exactly what's in that proposal. Once we actually see the proposal for it to return to the way it was. Remember, like 5 years ago, before net neutrality, we're just going back to the system it was before. And the internet worked just fine back then. I want to see what's in that proposal. They promised protections or whatever for that kind of stuff. So we'll wait and see what happens. All right. I would the news you gave us, what is your pick between the Roku Premiere Plus or the Fire TV box? This one, I'm a huge sports fan, also TV shows. The Roku Premiere Plus has 4K HDR support, which is the newest standard. If you have a TV that has HDR, I'll get the Roku. Fire TV, if you spend most of your time in the Amazon app, that's a pretty good one. I do like the new Fire TV OS a lot better than the older version of the home screen. That's a pretty good upgrade there. I think both, to be honest with you, Tom, are good. Fire TV, Roku, they're both good. Roku has more apps, more free apps too, where the Fire TV has a lot of apps, but a lot of the ones that are free on Roku charge on the Fire TV. There's a few apps on the Fire TV that Roku doesn't have. DirecTV Now being the main one right now. Used to be Twitter was on that list, but Twitter is now also on Roku. They say it's coming, DirecTV Now is coming to Roku, but we'll wait and see. So really can't go wrong either way. I do think that the Roku is a little bit easier to use if you have somebody in your family that's not very technical. My 4-year-old daughter knows how to work the Roku. My parents know how to use a Roku, so that's good right there to keep in mind. Has Amazon's Fire TV surpassed Roku in size? No, not even close. Roku is outselling the Fire TV like 2-1. As we're told. According to the stats, Roku controls over half of all streaming media players right now. And then after that, so it controls about half, and then the other ones are divvied up. The Fire TV being number 2, and so on. So questions, comments, let me know, and we will do our best to answer them. Fingers crossed. So, is there an AHL? What's AHL stand for? Hell, I'll be honest. There's so many services out there. I can't keep track of them all. John asks, any idea when Hulu Live will be available on the Fire TV? No announcement has been made from Hulu on when it will roll out to additional devices, whether that be the Roku, Fire TV, etc. Somebody's asking about layer 3. Layer 3 is basically just a service that's cable. It's just basically a cable company. They even call themselves a cable company. American Hockey League. No, I'm not from. Okay. But layer 3, I mean, if you want it, great. It's not cheap. It's as expensive as cable, basically. It's basically just another cable company. All right, AHL. Yeah, American Hockey League is what that stands for. I'm not familiar with any services about that. And yes, Netflix does have 5.1 surround sound if your device supports that. PC Doctor, I see. So what does Tada mean? And I wonder if Roku will get away with trademarking Tada. Yeah, so basically what happened is Roku is filed a trademark that was discovered today for something called Tada with an exclamation mark at the end of it. No one knows what it's about. The trademark request is very broad, which is typical because it allows them to do more with it. It could be anything from a software to take on Apple TV to maybe hardware to a streaming service maybe. We don't know, but we know that Roku is up to something. So we'll have to wait to see. Joseph asks, why is Fox News not available on Sling? Because they don't have a deal. From my understanding, the Fox deal gets renewed this year, and at that point, Sling and Dish will probably put the screws on Fox to get them on Sling TV. When you're the first one out the door, that often means that you don't always get the best deals because people are holding back. And that's probably what happened with Fox. So hopefully Big Ten Network and Fox will come to Sling this year. All right. Google's streaming studio. Not sure if this question has been asked as I just joined. Any idea when DirecTV Now is coming to Roku? Carl, no. They say sometime this year. Hopefully soon we'll get an idea of when that'll be happening. Fingers crossed that we'll get some type of timeline on that soon. But as soon as it is, I will get a post up on it. So keep an eye on courtcarsnews.com, and as soon as it's there, we'll have news coverage of it. Do you see Netflix coming out with a live streaming app? No, Netflix has said very clearly that they have no interest in live TV at all. They will not do it. So I want to hold your breath on that. All right. Do you see, Sinclair is going to oppose Fox. It's very possible that, Fox made a bid for Tribune and lost to Sinclair. Sinclair seems to want to have more bargaining power with Fox, so we'll see. Because most of those affiliates are Fox affiliates. 7 months left of the year to find out. Yeah, Robert, 7 more months for DirecTV Now to come to Roku. We'll see when it or if it comes. It's going to come. I'm sure that DirecTV Now would like it out as soon as possible. I'm not really sure what the holdup is at this point. I think it's a combination maybe of the idea that they don't want to flood they didn't want to flood their service that was struggling with more users. I think that's part of it. Patrick, yes, PlayStation View has been running some surveys about a brand new, fresh update to their PlayStation View UI. But that's all we know. We know a lot of the surveys had to do with the DVR, which is just the DVR may also be getting a refresh, but we'll have to wait and see what they do there. Joseph, yes, Amazon Prime has already got live TV in the works. For instance, they just bought rights to live stream NFL. So I would not be surprised to see them do more. Is News on Fire TV? No, not yet. But email them. They're a fairly small team. I gotta meet with the guys behind News On. They're really nice. They have a plan. They have a mission. They're working on it. But they're not on the Fire TV. Just Roku and phones, tablets at the moment. Do you think firings at ESPN have to do with cord cutting? Jonathan, yeah. I mean, part of it. The tough thing here is with stuff like ESPN firing about 100 employees. Everybody wants to say it's one reason. It's either cord cutting has everything to do with it or it has nothing to do with it. I think the reality there is it's kind of a little bit of everything. Cord cutting is a part of it. The higher costs of sports, they're now in a bidding war with Fox and CBS and NBC to get rights to stream stuff. And especially with Fox dropping a lot of money in their Fox Sports Network. And there probably is some truth that people don't really like the political stances that ESPN's been taking recently. So I think the truth is the ESPN firings has to do with a big picture where all added up. Is cord cutting a part of that? Yes. Is cord cutting the only reason? No. Do you know of any other over-the-air channels that stream on the website like Charge? The Comet one does. You can stream Comet, which also has a Roku channel, which is a sci-fi over-there channel that now streams online. And they seem to be having pretty much all theirs stream online now. I think there's one other. Somebody help me. What's the other one? There's Charge, there's Comet, and there's another one that streams the over-there television channel. TBD, To Be Determined TV is on there too. The CW gives you on-demand bill, but they don't do live. Wayne, when you say MeTV, what do you mean by that? I'm not understanding your question there. Cheddar, Pluto, but those aren't over-there TV networks. Somebody was asking about over-there TV networks like MeTV that stream live on online also for free. Yeah, so keep it up. Keep the questions coming. If you love Court Cars News, you want to support us, please, first of all, go to Twitter and follow us at Court Cars News, twitter.com/Court Cars News. Got my finger a little high there. There we go. And youtube.com/Court Cars News. Subscribe on both. We're almost at a couple milestones at both. If you'd like to throw us $1, running the site, going to conventions, all kinds of stuff costs money. Patreon.com/Court Cars News. If you want to donate $1, would really help out. So Wayne says that MeTV is coming out with a app this fall that will be streaming. That'd be pretty cool. I love MeTV. Tableau does do full HD. I think they do 5.1, but don't count me on that. Talk to Tableau. It's hard to keep track of all these there, John. 10 TV needs a live stream app. Yes, it would be cool if they all stream live, but for now, they want to push their over-the-air content. So keep the questions coming, and I'm gonna do my best. And I'm glad that everybody seems to have found the new time. Everybody enjoying the 1 hour later, the 8 p.m. Eastern now start time for Court Cars News Q&A here. Patrick, the donation site is patreon.com/CourtCarsNews. Patreon.com/CourtCarsNews. I can speak English. It's right on the screen at the top, just on the left-hand side of your screen up here in the very top left corner. So if you want to donate, that's the way to do it. Apple TV needs to add BTN. Doesn't the Apple TV have a BTN app? I would be shocked if they didn't. But now that I can't say I've ever noticed it. Now that I say that, Roku has one. and so on. So I would just have assumed that the Apple TV did too. Joseph says, I'm a newbie core car. Love this Facebook page. It's helped me a lot. Kudos. Thank you, Joseph. And hopefully we can help you get more out of your cord cutting experience here. Slowly but surely. PC Doctor asks, how familiar am I with Linux? Ubuntu, I was a big user of that for a while. I'm fairly familiar with it. Haven't used it in the last couple of years. Just haven't had a reason for it. So, but I'm familiar with Linux and the limitations. I know a lot of core cars get upset when streaming services don't allow them. Yes, Robert, Big Ten Network, BTN, does have their own. It's called BTN Plus, and it gives you not the feed of their... It's a subscription service to give you basically extra content. Stuff that won't air on the normal BTN channel will air here. So if you're a fan of more Olympic sports and so forth that aren't big on TV, that's there. Richard says that there is no Apple TV app for BTN. Yeah, Apple, I wasn't aware of that. I assumed they had one, but it's so hard to keep all the apps straight. Apple is still lacking behind in apps compared to the Fire TV and especially the Roku. Jay says it would be nice if Amazon can get sports to stream on their service. They're working on it. They struck a NFL deal to stream 10 NFL games this fall. So they made it clear that sports are something that they want to get on their service. Do you not have Facebook ads that run during your live broadcasts? I watch other Facebook live broadcasts and they get interrupted during it with 30-second ads. I have not been offered that option yet. If anybody knows Facebook that offers the ability to do that, help me out there, Bobby. Would love to be able to do that. And it would be great for Facebook because other than on my Facebook page, I promote the YouTube one because on the YouTube one, I can run ads. And so that is just like this. So that's one of the reasons why I don't do it on YouTube. So the ad may have gone on longer than I wanted it to over on YouTube. So we're going to wait for the YouTube viewers to come back. And then we'll keep going. So I don't know if you're seeing an ad on Facebook, let me know right now because this is based on this. Some of my viewers will see ads right now and others will not. That's pretty cool. And it looks like the ad is over on YouTube. So yeah, I'd love to have one on Facebook, and but they just haven't offered it. Who would I petition to get MLB Network added to Sling? Is there obstacle usually on the network side? Yes, Bob, you need to do both. You need to contact Sling, let them know you want the MLB Network, and you need to contact the MLB Network, tell them that you want them on Sling, because both sides have to agree. I'm getting new internet, and there is a data cap of 1 terabyte. I have DirecTV now. Should I be worried about going by data cap? Most people would say no, but B3N, or however you say, Gold, or B3N, or whatever. What service are you using for your 1 terabyte? If you're on AT&T internet, get something like Toast.net, which resells AT&T without the data cap. So hopefully that helps. All right, keep the questions coming. What is the status of blackout regulations for sports such as MLB? They've done better about that. Many of them are starting, especially the Comcast Sports one, and even some of the Fox Sports ones have struck deals to limit the blackouts. If you subscribe to a Sling TV, DirecTV Now, you can get around the blackouts on MLB games now. In many markets, not in all. Having Sling TV, I use 300 gigabytes a month. 350 gigabytes, says Kevin. He lives by himself, uses Sling TV, if I'm reading this right, there, and uses 350 gigabytes a month. So check that out. Would Toast.net be slower than AT&T Uverse? No, PC Doctor, it's exactly the same. If you go to corecarsnews.com, in the search block, type in Toast.net. We can talk about same speed, same service, but Toast.net's a reseller in the United States, and they US-based customer service, no data cap, etc. So apparently Big Mike is watching. Hope that helps. Welcome. Richard says the Go90 app keeps crashing on me. Yeah, I've heard a few people with the latest update of the Go90 app on Android and iOS are both struggling with it. So hopefully wherever that issue is gets fixed soon. Mike asks, is there any update in the DirecTV Now DVR update? No, not at this time. Other than that, they say it's coming. So they keep reiterating that DirecTV Now's DVR is coming. Can you give... All right. I think I've answered all the questions. So keep the questions coming. If you're watching this anywhere else, I've seen a lot of people have been sharing the Facebook page video. We're only taking questions over at facebook.com/corecarsnews. That's the only place I'm watching it on Facebook, and then of course on youtube.com/corecarsnews too. If you have several people living with your house, yeah, 1 terabyte can't go over. It is possible. I find most people stay well under 1 terabyte though. But if you don't want to worry about it, you want to stream all you want, just get something like toast.net. So yeah, so keep the questions coming, and I will do my absolute best to answer them. If you're doing a photo shoot, yeah, over here, the reason you're seeing that photo equipment back there, Richard, is that's the review area. When you see my recorded reviews, they're shot over there. So yeah, a little behind the scene. You can't really see it right now, but back here is a tape measure. I got bookshelves. I was measuring for bookshelves today. It's still on the floor, kind of laying back there. Can't really see it, can you? But it's back there. Any news on the Mojo wireless antenna? Nope, no news on that right now, Barbara. But if I hear anything, I will update it. Is PlayStation Vue going to offer live ABC, CBS, and NBC? It already offers that PS Vue in some markets. Depends where you live. It sounds like where you live, they don't offer it. But with the new contracts, it's very possible in the near future you may find it available. Any inside information on YouTube TV will expand? Other than them saying this year, no. I struggle with YouTube TV. I just, you know, the price point for an extra $4 with Hulu, it gives you all the same locals and a ton more channels. The only thing that YouTube TV has that Hulu doesn't have is some Spanish language. Telemundo and Univision isn't on Hulu. But you get the full Hulu back catalog. So I struggle with YouTube TV. I don't think it's that great of a deal now that Hulu's out. DVRs are similar in concept, replacing them with the live, and more channels, more content on Hulu, basically. When are the new Tableau products coming out? In the next couple months, last I heard, sometime in this quarter, is I think the last one I heard. Debbie says, I want to cut the cord, but I'm not tech savvy. I have no idea which streaming services to use. No idea where to begin. Please talk about the basics. I really want something that has a guide and is similar to cable. Debbie, I would recommend 2 things. A, take your time at this. There's no reason to rush into cord cutting. If you go to CordCuttersNews.com, at the top of it, there is a Cord Cutting 101 tab. And what I'm going to tell you now is in writing there. So CordCuttersNews.com, right at the top in the menu, there's one of the buttons that says Cord Cutting 101. But 3 things. Take it slow. If you're not cord cutting tech savvy, I recommend Roku. Buy a Roku. They're the super simplest ones out there. Get about the $60 one, the Roku Premier at least. I know they sell a $30 one, which is nice, but the $60 one is a little bit faster. Here's the $30 one. And it works, but I would get the little bit faster one. Then, of course, you may already have Netflix or Amazon or Hulu. That's great. If you want live TV that has a cable guide like you're used to, you may want to check out all the different services. This is what I'm going to tell you. PlayStation Vue, Sling TV, DirecTV Now, Hulu, all those offer a free trial. Go sign up for the free trial one at a time. Don't do all of them at once. They're all about a week right now offering a free trial. And try them out and see which one fits you the best. There's no right or wrong answer. They all have slightly different channels at different price points. So check that out. That's my recommendation. And yeah, so go to Sling TV and PlayStation Vue and all that, but check that out. But my recommendation is get a Roku because that'll be the easiest. Go to CordCuttersNews.com, read the 101 guide, and do that. And just take your time. My recommendation, play around with it, find what services you like. Once you do that, once you're all set up, once you found the device you want hooked it up, once you found the streaming services you like, whether that be Netflix, Hulu, Sling, PlayStation View, etc., then go cut the cord. I think a lot of people get in trouble when they cut the cord, they cancel cable, and then they quickly go rush around and try to get all set up. And what happens is they're in a rush and they didn't get time properly to do the research. So take your time. And if you have questions, post them here or facebook.com. Just search for the Cord Cutting Tech Support page, which is on the bottom of every one of Cord Cutter's news posts. There's like 16,000 people there on Facebook who will happily answer your questions. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I can't, love to go in more detail, but I think that's the starting point I would suggest. Get a Roku, hook it up, try out Sling, try out PlayStation View, try out DirecTV Now, etc. Go through them one by one. Hopefully DirecTV Now by then will be on the Roku, so I'm expecting it soon. You'll find you get free trials of Netflix, of Amazon, and so on. So try that out. Go through our one-on-one guide, post your questions, and hopefully we'll help you get more. Lance asks, what best non-cable satellite service for sports? Depends on what sports you like. Sling has Pac-12 network, but they don't have the Big Ten network. Sling has the NHL network, but they don't have the MLB network. PlayStation View has the MLB network. The list goes back and on. Lance, same kind of recommendation. They all offer a free trial. Try them all out. See what they want. They all offer Fox now. They all offer regional sports like Comcast Sports, which are now NBC Sports, I think, in most markets. And they also have Fox Sports Go, ESPN, etc. So try them out. What do you think about Xbox One as a streaming device? Actually, I've been playing around with it a little bit, and I'm not all that impressed. I mean, it's nice, but as purely buying it for a streaming device, I wouldn't recommend it. And it's not nearly as user-friendly as a Roku, a Fire TV, or even something like the MyBox. And let's not forget about the NVIDIA Shield. I could keep going here, but you get the idea. I just think that they could do a much better job at making the user interface a little bit better. It's very pricey. If you're a gamer, that's a great option. If you're not a gamer, I wouldn't recommend it. What cable router and Wi-Fi router do you recommend? I recommend Netgear. That's been the main brand. TP-Link is another good one. Those are the two brands I recommend for routers and modems. But I think I'm a little bit on the Netgear side right now. Debbie says, thank you. I have a jailbroken Kodi, but I can't even get my TV to connect to the net. Debbie, you're using a pirated software. Use with caution. It's no different than torrenting. Someday somebody may come and drop off a lawsuit and say you stole from us, because it's not a legal service. If you go to cordcardsnews.com or cordcardsnews.com, click on the 101 guide at the top of the site. That'll show you how to legally do it and go from there. Or yeah, TP-Link costs less, and they're a great middle of the road. Their new the Netgear Nighthawk, I think, is the best the high-end ones out there right now. Every week, but is there any new information on a Fios IPTV? Sorry, no, nothing new on Verizon's new live TV streaming service. If we hear anything, we'll definitely post it. Bill, I'm not sure. Can people hear me? Anyone else having issues hearing me on there? If your smart home device, I'm not sure, Rosie, what you're asking there. If you want to try to clear that up a little bit, let me know. Any new information on an Xfinity streaming service and when it will go beyond beta? Yeah, so Comcast and Charter and others have a regional CenturyLink 2 beta out there, and so far they've said it's coming, but they haven't set any dates on when it will go more wide. The Comcast one sounds like it's just going to be within the Comcast footprint. I'm not sure about the other ones. No official announcements have been coming yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But as soon as I hear anything, I'll make sure to post it. All right, keep the questions coming. We got about 15 more minutes, and then we're going to call it a day. So if you have a question, get it in now. No question too small. I was saying smart home devices count against your data cap. Rosie, yes, any device that uses data on your internet will count against your data cap. Smart home devices don't use a lot of data. Really, surfing the web, that kind of stuff doesn't even use that much data, to be honest with you. So I don't want to worry about it. Apple TV, Facebook video not working. Yeah, Bill, I'm not sure. Apple TV, throw it in the trash can. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I have upgraded the Apple TV from the do not buy category to only buy if you're heavily invested in iTunes. So, Bill, yeah, I wish I could tell you. I'm not sure why the Facebook app on the Apple TV's audio is not working. Yeah, I did. I think I heard that the Apple finally added an app to the old Apple TVs. That's the problem with Apple is you buy very expensive, very overpriced. Let's be honest. This is a $30 Roku. This has the same processing power and image quality as a $150 Apple TV. And this will be supported long after Apple stops giving apps to the Apple 4th gen. I mean, all rumors are the Apple TV 5 is coming out this winter with 4K, which puts them about 2 years behind Roku and Amazon and so on. Excuse me. So, and at that point, probably the Apple TV 4 will stop getting updates like they did to the previous Apple TV 3. So that's my big thing against the Apple TV. Andrew says, I'm not, excuse me, I apologize. Not sure if this has been asked, but how close are we from getting sports-free skinny bundles? Some people have talked about it. I was talking to a lot of people at the NAB show about a sports-free skinny bottle. And basically, companies who don't own sports want to be on that. AMC, Discovery, and Viacom. Those are the three networks pushing it. None of them have a sports channel. The reason they're pushing it is because they want a bigger cut of the pie. If they do this, they get more money than what the sports channel does. But the reality of it is 90 of the top 100 most watched shows or events in 2016 were sports. Sports dominates. And if Walking Dead was two of the other ones, and I want to say there was some like live show Grammy or something that was on there too. You can say that we don't like sports, but the reality is sports do pay the bills for cable companies. They are the most watched. They drive the highest ad revenue and so on. So just keep that in mind. Be careful what you wish for because it could backfire on you, Viacom. It could backfire you. That's for sure. So keep the comments coming, and I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, and as always, please, if you love Court Cards News, donate. Patreon.com/CourtCardsNews. $1 will be very helpful. Or visit Twitter.com/CourtCardsNews. Subscribe. We're almost at 12,000 Twitter followers. We're getting pretty darn close to 32,000 Facebook followers too. So keep that coming. What is the cheapest live TV streaming service? Sling at $20 is the cheapest live TV streaming service. Gives you 30 channels, I think now. For an additional $5, you can add another 5 to 10 channels, depending on what add-on you bring on there. For $10, you can have, I think it's like 60 some channels for $30 with Sling. So Sling is the cheapest one. What's the yeah? So I answered that. Audio video not working on Apple TV. Second person saying that the Apple TV audio video is not working. Somebody typed to them that they need to just go on their phone or on their tablet for now. I'm not sure why Apple TVs are struggling. David, Disney and ABC do already have live TV in several markets at DirecTV Now. So it depends where you live. Maybe soon it'll be in more markets. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, Bill says his audio works now afterwards. So Bill, you're not the only one. Some other people have messaged that their audio is not working on the Apple TV. Yeah, John, are you using the YouTube app on the Apple TV, or are you using the Facebook? 'Cause from what I'm seeing here, is the Facebook one is the one with the issue. My mom loves Sling TV. Had it for 5 months now. Yeah, Sling TV is very easy. If you have parents, that's Sling Air TV box, which is sitting on the table back here. I don't have it sitting right here at this time. That's pretty nice. It takes the antenna, Netflix, and Sling and puts it all in one spot. So, questions, comments. We got about 7 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap this up in about 7 minutes. YouTube app, yeah. YouTube doesn't seem to be having any issues there. What are your thoughts on Sinclair buying WGN? What kind of changes are we likely to see? Andrew, probably none in the anytime soon. Sinclair needs to get FCC approval. So for people who are new to the conversation, don't know about this, Sinclair, which is already one of the largest over-the-air TV owners, they own quite a few channels around the United States, bought Tribune, which owns a ton of Fox stations, WGN America, the Golf Channel on cable. Not the Golf Channel, the Tennis Channel. I apologize. Tennis Channel. Big difference between tennis and golf. And a couple others. And Sinclair was putting an offer in to buy it. Fox, a few others were putting in offers to buy it. And it needs FCC approval. And there will be some requirements for rule changes to make that happen, because it will go over a certain limit. And they may have to either sell channels or get FCC to give them an exemption. But, I probably think it's a better idea that they bought it than Fox bought it. So we'll have to wait and see what they do with it. But Sinclair has been a very cord-cutting friendly company, and I'm hoping that they continue with their cord-cutting friendly ways. TV or home theater projector? I personally have a TV. I have a TCL 55-inch TV in my living room. Yeah, so I think we're kind of running out of questions. Go 5 minutes right now. Any last questions? Otherwise, every week now, 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will 50 to an hour long Q&A session to help you get the most out of your CoreCon experience. If you are not a member of our CoreCon tech support page and you have questions during the rest of the week, just search on Facebook for cord cutting tech support. About 16,000 people in that Facebook group. Post your questions there. They will all be happy to do their best to help you get the answers you're looking for. So Facebook, just search for cord cutting tech support. It's a Facebook group. I just felt Amazon Prime $99 value was not worth it because I did HBO Now, Starz, Cinemax, Showtime by Amazon Prime. It was too much for my budget. You don't have to subscribe all that at the same time. My recommendation is to subscribe to them one at a time. Subscribe to HBO Now if you want. Go through it, watch everything you want, and then drop it for a month and subscribe to Starz or Cinemax or Showtime, etc. Just kind of get whatever ones that you want and rotate through. I hope that kind of helps you answer your question there, and we can help you get your budget. 2-day shipping, that's another great one. Free music, free books. Now you can get concert tickets through Amazon Prime. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefit there. I really love Amazon Prime. Ken, to my knowledge, PlayStation View has never done a free device deal. Can somebody correct me? Has there ever been a free device deal on PlayStation View? I don't think there is. So, last call for questions, comments, and questions about Core Cars news. I'll do my best to answer them real quick, and then we're going to wrap this up here because it's getting late. And tomorrow is another early morning, and I still have to upload the post for tomorrow. Yeah, pretty much everybody agrees with me. No, there's never been a free device from PlayStation View. Excuse me. So, yeah. All right, last call for questions, and we'll do our best. All right, amazing. Is Amazon doing a streaming service? They're not necessarily doing a streaming service. I think their channels is the closest thing that will be to it,
where you can subscribe to individual channels through there. They are taking deals they struck a deal with the NFL, for example, to stream 10 other football games this fall through Prime. So we'll have to wait and see. What's your favorite streamer? I think the most universal, the one we use most in the house, is the Roku. That's because my daughter, she knows how to press the Amazon button and get her Dora and her Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and stuff. They're on there and Netflix. So my parents, they know how to use this. I think this is the easiest one, and kind of is the one that gets used the most. Fire TV probably next. NVIDIA Shield's very close behind that. So, all right. I think that's all the questions. I think we're going to wrap this up. It's been about a little under an hour since I kicked this off. I hope everybody's having a great week. Kind of weird technical issues today getting it started, but the stream stayed up this time. Got the new router going. It was my router was the issue there. So good news though, that's been fixed. And we had no stream crashes this time. Awesome. But hey, if you want to support Court Cards News, again, patreon.com/CourtCardsNews, or follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/CourtCardsNews, Twitter.com/CourtCardsNews, and YouTube.com/CourtCardsNews. Love your subscription or to subscribe at any of those locations. We'll greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day, great week. I will see you next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll do our best to answer your court cutting related questions. Otherwise, find us on Facebook at the Court Cutting Tech Support group. Just search for Court Cutting Tech Support. Thank you, everybody. Take care. I don't think I missed anything. I will see you all next week. And if I can get back to my X stream, there we go.